So why did the little blue penguins, cross the road? Well, nobody knows for sure, but as many as 3 penguins are believed to have taken shelter under a sushi store at the Wellington railway station after a perilous journey across a major road. Now, Jack Mace is Doc's operations manager for the Wellington district, and he joins me on the line now. Jack, what can you tell us about the fate of these penguins? What do we know?
So we understand that the police got the penguins this morning and in consultation with the zoo, and based on the advice we gave them on Saturday, they've released them back into the wild.
And do we know, was it one whole family, or what would have led them to be, nesting underneath a sushi store at the railway station?
Yeah, it's a bit of a funny spot. About this time of year around Wellington Harbour, penguins are coming ashore looking for nests and places where they can lay their eggs in August. So it's likely these penguins were just trying to scout out a good, safe home.
So are they pretty, resilient? Because we had a look at the kind of route that they would have had to take from water, and there are a number of obstacles in the way, aren't there? Busy roads, for example?
Yeah, there certainly are. They are quite tough little creatures. Obviously, they're very vulnerable to things like dogs and obviously to cars as well, which is why we're really pleased that the police did what they did this morning with that road being particularly busy on a Monday morning. Good to keep the penguins safe.
So are they habitual little creatures? I mean, is there any chance they could kind of womble back to the sushi shop?
Yeah, absolutely. They actually have quite a high site fidelity, so once they've found a good nest site, they'll often come back. Now, the hope is that this won't seem like a good nest site to them, but we're going to be monitoring it pretty closely together with some of our community penguin watchers over the next few days, and if they do come back, we'll move them along again and then close up the site that they were using.
So, Jack, basically penguin patrol, you just keep an eye out to make sure that they don't retrace their steps, in essence?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know, was there much of a nest? Have you been told what was underneath the sushi shop? Had they good and made themselves at home? Any eggs, for example?
No, they don't lay eggs this early in the year in Wellington, thankfully. It's a really tight hole. We've had a look at it, and I mean, it's sort of probably about 6 inches wide, so you'd struggle to get right in there, but for a penguin, it's just perfectly cosy.
I bet. Hey, it's good news that they're back where they should be. That is Jack Mace from Doc, who's the operations manager for the Wellington district there. So they think there was 3 of these cute little blue penguins stuffed into quite a small space, as he was describing there, underneath a sushi store at the railway station. But they are back where they should be, and now there'll be a bit of a penguin patrol to make sure they don't return.